All right, story out of India, David. And this is a different kind of jihad. We had a 17-year-old Hindu girl, and she actually tried to kill herself after relentless blackmail and torture by a Muslim boy named Anas in Ghaziabad. And he edited photos with AI to make it look as if he had nude photos and compromising photos of this girl. And he blackmailed her on that basis to meet him in a hotel where he raped her. And then, after the girl thought, well, now my life is over and I don't know what I can do, and she tried to kill herself, and the girl is in the hospital, the family of the girl got a message from the father of the boy. And the message said, "We are Muslims. We will kill you and not even reveal your address. Your family members cannot do anything to us." So you have, in the first place, blackmail based on AI photos, and then you have a suicide attempt, and then after the suicide attempt comes a further threat from the family, from the father of the Muslim boy who had terrorized this Hindu girl, telling the Hindu family, "We will kill you and you'll never be able to find the bodies." What's going on here? Why would the father not say, "My son has done this terrible thing and I want to try to make amends"?
Doesn't think his son did anything terrible. Um, the think according to the Quran, Jews and Christians and polytheists are all the worst of creatures, and Hindus are pretty darn low on that scale, according to Islam. At least Jews and Christians have some reliable scripture from Allah, according to Islam. um, but it's just a this is actually really, really disturbing because we've seen this move over and over again. We've seen, and it works. It works when Muslims are near other people who have an honor shame culture, right? So um, we remember this from several years ago with the Sikh community in the UK, where a Muslim would seduce a Sikh girl and then take video record it or take pictures of her or something like that, and then now you're our basically our sex slave and our prostitute or anything else we want to make of you, because if you don't do exactly what we say, we will show these pictures or this video to your parents. And this would have been extremely, extremely, extremely shameful to her. So these girls would actually rather be their sex slaves or prostitutes or something like that than be exposed to their parents and so on. It became a big issue, and the Sikh community had to actually get together and say, we need to change our community. We need to change culturally so that girls actually feel safe coming forward to their parents. Because the alternative is that Muslims will keep using this. They'll keep doing this. They'll keep seducing a girl in some way and then turning her into a sex slave, versus the girl gets seduced and is able to come to her parents and say, "Hey, these guys are trying to blackmail me. Yes, I made a mistake and I slept with this guy and he's got pictures and now he says he's going to do this unless I do." So they actually had to come together and say, "Okay, young ladies, if you ever get seduced by some guy and you make a mistake or something like that, you can actually come forward. Do that. It's better than the alternative." But now it's seriously messed up. If they don't even have to successfully seduce a Hindu or Sikh or some other girl, and they can just like use AI to make it look like they did and threaten them with that, and now you have to do what we say. That's extremely messed up, because we know what these guys will do, and we know they're obsessed, absolutely obsessed with turning all these girls into their sex slaves and so on. So this is bad.
Yes. There's no doubt about that. And David, I got an even worse story. And it's a good thing, man. We're coming up to the end of the hour, and I almost forgot. It's a good thing I finally remembered to do this. This is a very big story out of Britain. Although in a certain sense it's a dodge the bullet story, but it's not really as much as we might wish that it were. That is Hamid Kaskun, who set fire to the Quran in Britain. And when he set fire to the Quran, he was outside the Turkish embassy. And he said he was doing it in solidarity with the late Salwan Momika, as well as to protest against the Erdogan regime. And so somebody came out, another Turk came out and started stabbing him. And that's why his hand is bandaged there. And Hamid Kaskun was put on trial. He was charged in Britain. Actually, I'm not sure his trial has come up yet, but he was just charged in Britain with harassing the religious institution of Islam. In Britain. This was not Baghdad. This was not Tehran. This was not Kabul. This was London. Harassing the religious institution of Islam. There was a widespread outcry, and the charge was changed. The British authorities now are charging him with hostility toward a religious group. That is, he's being mean to Muslims. But the thing that they did not say was, oh, it's not a crime to offend Islam in Britain. They removed it from this guy's charges, but they did not say, most conspicuously did not say, that it was not a crime in Britain to offend Islam. As a matter of fact, they left that out there. So what does this mean for Britain's future, as well as present?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a matter of time, and the numbers are going to keep growing and so on. So we can see which direction things are heading. But the real issue for me is always, always, always the hypocrisy. If you wanted to say, hey, you can't say anything that is offensive to another religious group or offensive towards a religion or something like that, fine, ban Islam, because Islam is like the all-time king of attacking everyone else's religion and their beliefs and so on, and saying horrible things about people. And so that's the issue. It's, oh, we take this very seriously, calling out people from another religious group, or criticizing people from another religious group, or criticizing their beliefs, or insulting their book. We take this very seriously, and so we're ready to arrest people over it. Okay. Have you read the Quran? Have you read the Hadith? Have you heard what they're preaching in their sermons? I mean, you've got Ali Dawah on YouTube actually calling for ex-Muslims to be executed. Like, take your pick. Take your pick. If you want to say, hey, you're not allowed to criticize other people's religious beliefs or something like that, or say mean things about them, or say mean things, fine. First thing banned off the shelf should be the Quran. Like, first thing. But you don't. And so this is why they're accused of having a two-tier justice system. It's exactly what they do. It's completely different rules for different groups. Mm-hmm. And if you're a Muslim, you can walk down the street saying, I can't wait until I want to sit here eating popcorn, watching all these people be executed. You're fine. You say anything about Islam, someone's got to go to jail.
That's the situation. And so we don't actually know what kind of punishment he's going to get for burning the Quran. But it's very clear, even with the adjusted charge, it's the first time somebody's being charged with blasphemy in Britain since the Muslim influx. There were blasphemy laws in Britain years before that were placed there in a very different time and context. And they were repealed in the interests of the freedom of speech and for a free society, but now they are back.